focus is good enough that we can see the position of your 4 ball valves at the top of the picture for the big SBS engine.
Well, what you have to watch, Vance? Hopefully, you'll see or we'll see the 2 on the left here, set A, go on here directly. Minus 6 minutes. A bus ties 2 on, Fred. Okay, SBS helium valves 2 auto, and checked auto power pole. ABC servo powers, 1 AC 1 main A, 2 AC 2 main B. AC 1 main A, AC 2 main B. Main bus ties on. Okay, rotational power, normal, number 2 AC. Number 2 AC. Direct 2 off. Direct 2 off. B-mags, free at 1 rate 2. At 1 rate 2. Spacecraft control SCS. CS. And arm your hand controller. Alright, be armed. Okay, let's do a primary DVC check. Ready? You ready to start primary? Okay, go ahead, primary. Okay, pitch 1, start. Good. Yaw 1, start. That one's good. Dumbbell control. 0.96 plus 0.96 minus 0.23. That's firm. Check MTVC. TVC checks. Okay. Okay. PMC. See? Trim returns to neutral. Clockwise on the transmission controller. Why? No MTVC. No MTVC. Okay. Starting 2. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Pitch 2, start. Good. Yaw 2, start. Okay. Both good. Good. Good trim control. Minus 0.96. Plus 0.96 minus 0.23. Good. MTVC. Mission control neutral. Back to trim. Good. 0. No MTVC. No MTVC. Okay. D-max mode, rate 2. Station 9, control power 2, normal AC DC. DC DC. Direct 2, main A, main B. B. Okay, V-max, you got 3, rate 2. Okay, we'll proceed for final trim. Bike's where we are. Okay, V-max mode 3 at 1, rate 2. At 1, rate 2. Amble enter. Okay, we'll do the gimbal test off. Okay, proceed. Proceeding. Plus 2. Minus 2. 0. Plus 2. 2. 0. And we can hear and feel the engine gimbal as we do the test.
Right.
Okay, FDI scale. Relay is cut in and trim is set. FDI scale 5.5. 5.5. Rate high and update the DET. High. Let's check it. Okay, we're coming up on 3 minutes. I'll give you a mark. All right on. Mark, 3 minutes. DET is good. Okay, we're set. At 58, we want double V thrust A to normal.
Jim Houston, you're looking good down here. Go for the burn.
Right, Vance. Okay, 2 minutes. Delta V thrust. Delta V thrust A to normal. Normal. Translation hand controller armed. Arm your rotation hand controller. I got mine armed. Okay, Fred. Tape recorder. High bit rate. Record. Forward command reset. Standing by for 59 running. Minus 1 minute. Okay, no alert. Bridge G. MS mode to normal. Mode normal. Turn to play for enable. Enable. 2 ball. Okay, shut down. Really shut down. I did. Okay, let's get the residuals. Okay, Houston, there are the residuals. Okay, go motors.
Okay,
Fred,
copy
ready for
residuals.
Secondary. Okay, go. Okay, yacht 2. Good. Pitch 2. That's good. Primary. On low bid rate. Start. Go with the primary. Okay, yaw 1. Good. Pitch 1. Okay. TVC servo power is off. Okay, record the Delta VC. You got that? You got the Delta VC at minus 3.7. Okay, function off. Mode standby. Proceeding off. Mode standby. Translation and control power off. Speed power off. Road power direct 2 off. 2 off. Rate 2. Emax rate 2. I'm already low bit rate. Okay. And when that's coming advanced, so we have less than 2 tenths.
Okay, Houston copied your residuals. Very low.
Fuel is 1.0. Oxidizer 0.25. The oxide balance is reading 200 decrease, which doesn't mean very much. And I guess that wasn't too much of a push there, Vance. I didn't see the accelerometer do a whole lot, and it was a little surprising how slowly the injector valves opened, at least on the indicators.
Oh, Roger, that was a very short burn. Request you give us a sweep across the panel when you get a chance, Fred. Let us see Jack and Jim again. Over.
Okay. Okay, Vance, I was going to show you one, if the folks down there might be interested in how we find out how far we're away from the moon. I'm going to do that right now in program 21 here.
Okay.
I'm asking the computer how far away we are. And the computer is telling me we're 121,490 miles out.
Okay, that agrees fairly closely with our map on the wall.
I'm glad. That means you're tracking us too. And if you didn't see our residuals, it was 1/10 X, 2/10 in Y, and 1/10 in Z, and the Delta VC was minus 3.8.
Jack, Houston, we show you down here 121,000 miles, 520 out. So I guess we all agree.
Okay, real good, man. What I'm going to do is give you a shot of Fred. We can get all the wiring out of the way. My problem here is when you move the TV around, this wire follows you like a snake here.
Yeah, we have Fred now. Looks like he has a lariat there, getting ready to rope the checklist.
That's only half of it. We have most of it hidden away. it's been pretty interesting doing all the camera work here to get a little extra training running the TV here, hopefully for when we get on the ground for tomorrow. The monitor does make it pretty easy, though.
All right. That's a real advantage in the cockpit. You're just a little bit dark. Looks like might help to have the f-stop run down about one increment. See how it comes out.
We're wide open.
Are you?
I think we're wide open now. Yeah, we're wide open, Van. Okay, does that help any, Van?
Okay, it's reasonably good. We can make out Fred fairly well. Looks like he's in a shadow. Hey, that helps. You just turned up the lights, huh?
Yeah, we went fixed on the...
Okay, you're on candid camera.
We did notice one thing, Vance. You know that new fan with long hair? Won't work too well up here in space.
What was that one again?
They say you know the new fan with long hair?
Right.
It doesn't work too well up in space. You can't comb your hair up here.
Well, I guess you have to give up something. Well, at least it helps to try. We can see you trying to comb your hair there, Jim. Looks like your beards haven't come along to the point where you've had to use the razor, though.
Well, we've been debating that. We thought we'd take care of our beards tomorrow and make that one of our daily routines. Take it that was a subtle hint, man.
No, we're not commenting on your appearance, Fred. Nothing derogatory, understand.
And, Vance, I thought we'd get a picture of Jack just so that all the girls know that he's still here. Say hello, Vance.
Yeah, we appreciate that. There he is. Big Jack. Jack, you're in the shadow right now. We have a little bit of interference from your window, which is very bright. So we can't, I think you're smiling, but it's a little hard to tell. Hey, there we go. Incidentally, we've been getting all kinds of bits of information to pass up to you. We've had baseball scores coming in, basketball. Somebody said there are 220 days, shopping days left till Christmas.
Who won the Masters, man?
It was a tie in the Masters, and stand by. It was a tie between Littler and Casper after 72 holes, and there's going to be a playoff Monday, we understand.
Oh, sounds good.
One thing the world might be interested in knowing is what you do after the burn in the way of configuring switches back. We heard you go through the checklist, but I guess right now, basically, you probably probably have all the switches back in position, and you're in the mode to continue on with. What does the flight plan say? You're going to be doing cislunar navigation. So, Jack, you'll be down in the LEB. Is that correct?
That's right, Vance. And I'll be going down there shortly.
Okay, the TV now is all but black. Looks like it must be pointing into a shadow.
What he's doing, he's trying to give you one more shot of the moon, and right now I'm setting up to maneuver to have the optics calibration attitude.
Roger.
Yeah, what I wanted to point out, I don't know if it's apparent, but to show the advantage of doing all the dumps just before the burn, we're looking again at the same thing, over quad 1 at the moon, and now you don't see all the sparkly frozen particles out there anymore. We've sort of run off and left them.
Raj, we don't see anything out there anymore in the way of particles leaving the spacecraft. Would suggest maybe you zoom the moon in a little bit again so we can see the shape of it better. Okay, that brings the moon in. We can see the terminator at the top of the melon-shaped disk.
Okay, and now you can see a few sparkling particles going across the screen. Those are being emitted from the thrusters. Jack's maneuvering the spacecraft now.
Okay, we can see those very poorly. Well, actually, they're coming in better now. It looks like little specks going from the upper left part of the screen across to the right. And understand those are from the thrusters.
That's firm.
Okay, 13, Houston, just as an item of interest, advise your speed with respect to the Earth now is 4,667 feet per second.
Okay, thanks, man.
Okay, Apollo 13, Houston. The moon has been in and out of our screen here. Right now it's off at the bottom side, but we can still see the particles coming off from the spacecraft.
Okay, I'm going to have to pull it out of the window now, Vance. The sun's coming up on the right side.
Roger, understand you.
Do you want to see the suns down the LED, Vance?
Say again.
Do you want to see any of the photographs, or do you want the TV down the LED?
That's right, Jim. It'd be good to see what you're doing down in the LEB or the far corner of the spacecraft where the optics are. Might be interesting to describe what you will do in the next few minutes in the way it's fighting.
Okay, Vance. First, we're going to give you a shot of the sleep station.
Roger, understand, and we can see somebody's foot as well.
Okay, Fred's now going down there, and he's going to try to get underneath the sleep station on his side, where we have a sleep restraint, and the whole object of that is just to position the body between the bottom of the spacecraft, and so it doesn't float up between that and the bottom of the couch.
Roger, the sleep restraint or the hammock's coming into view underneath the couch. It's a white object.
You perhaps can see the zipper of the hammock right now with the black line in that white object.
Right, we can see it.
These hammocks, by the way, are very comfortable. When we first heard about them in the design of Apollo, we thought they weren't necessary, but they turned out to be very nice devices to sleep in. I'm trying now to get down there with Fred to show you how it works. I keep floating up, though, but maybe we can get a little shot here.
Okay, we have somebody upside down in the photograph there now. Realizing, of course, in space, there is no really right side up or upside down. It still looks that way to us.
Okay, that's Fred now. I'm trying to put him right side up for you folks back there in the sleep station. Fred, would you move your hands there so the folks back up can see you?
Okay, that's coming in real clear, Jim. We see Fred in the sleep restraint.
As a matter of fact, Vance, I find Fred down there all the time.
Yeah, I can see he appreciates that. Looks fairly comfortable. Looks like there's a lot of room down there, considering all the boxes on the floor underneath the couch.
It's surprising there still is quite a bit of room down there, even with the Icon camera box down. And right now I'm going to bring the camera back up. Yeah. And if there's no more that you'd like to see right now, we'll terminate our whole TV for you today.
Okay, thank you very much, Jim. Appreciated seeing inside the spacecraft and getting a look at the moon that you're rapidly approaching. Houston, we'd like to disable quads C and D. Use Alpha and Bravo, over.
Disable quads C and D, roger.
Okay, 13, we got Fredo on TV.
Roger, Houston. What we plan to do for you today is start out in the spaceship or Odyssey and take you on through from Odyssey into the tunnel into Aquarius and show you a little bit of the landing vehicle. And your TV operator is now resting on the center couch, looking at Fred Hayes, whose head is now just about at the beginning of the tunnel, and his back is against the lower equipment bay optical area. And Fred will now transport himself into the tunnel and into the spaceship Aquarius.
You know, one thing I noted, Jack, when I first came across there, that starting upright in the command module and heading down in Aquarius, there's a little bit of an orientation change that, even though I've been through it once in a water tank, is still pretty unusual. I find myself now standing with my head on the floor when I get down inside the limb.
That's a great picture, Jim. You got the light just right.
One of the nice things, Jack, particularly for a novice like myself, is the ease of moving around in here. Of course, as you know from working in the command module simulator, it's really quite a boon to have zero gravity as an aid. It gets pretty confining, really, at 1G to move around very much in there, and it's quite easy in this environment. The limb, as you can see, it looked pretty clean. I found a couple of loose washers, about it, and a little plastic cap off the sequence camera had come loose, and I found it lodged over by the ED panel. Okay, right under Jim now. He's actually standing on a what looks to be a can here, and for the sake of all the people back there, housed inside this can is the Leo Masson engine, or hopefully you can see my hand resting on top of right now. The engine that we used to get off of the moon. immediately adjacent to the engine cover here, I have my hand on a white box now, which has been shown before. This happens to be Jim's Bliss, the backpack which will supply oxygen and water for cooling while on the lunar surface. This device we hope to make use of for planned 4 hours and possibly up to as much as 5 hours. Right behind the Bliss, a couple of square packages I now have my hand on here. One here and one right below are our OPSs, which are in essence the emergency oxygen supplies, which are good for some 40 to 45 minutes. These are, when we get ready to mount up and head outside, will be placed up on the top of the Bliss. The second backpack is mounted down on the limb floor and will positioned right between the two of us. I have my hand on it at this time.
Roger, Fred. We see it. The picture's coming through real good, and your description is good. We see Jim's got the camera oriented the way we like to look at it. So we'll keep talking.
Okay, I guess everybody is pretty much envisioned the space program as being all a lot of exotic electronics, and certainly a lot of it is. But thought I'd bring out a couple items here in conjunction with the Bliss. After the first DVA, to get a very accurate measurement of the amount of water that's left in the Blisses, we're going to make use of this bag I'm showing now to collect the remaining water out of the Bliss and see just how much we really did have left. And hopefully on future missions to be able to extend safely the allowable time on these units even a little further. And my other hand, I have the mechanism by which we determine just how much water we really have in this bag. And I guess an apt description for this device would be a fish scale. And you can see I'm weighing myself right now, and says I weigh actually less than 0 right now. Guess its calibration isn't too good.
That'll be the day.
I think even you would weigh 0 here, Jack.
Touché.
Houston, this is Jim. Since Fred's been in the lunar module, since he's the lunar module pilot, this is the first time that he's felt that he's been right side up.
Roger, Jim.
I might tell you that we're looking at right now that round bag that's just behind Fred holds our vacuum hose, that when we get back inside the lab we'll hook the vacuum off our suits, and it's resting or it's attached to the hatch which will we will open to go onto the lunar surface and of course to come back in. The hatch which we have come through now is a round hatch which is our docking hatch between Odyssey and Aquarius.
Roger, and we see Fred looking in the vacuum cleaner there now.
Okay, what I have out now, Jack, is Leva, which has also been shown before. It's a head garment for wearing out on the surface. And I'm bringing gems out here to show a couple of mods. One problem before is that the cast of characters out on the surface haven't been able to be distinguished apart very well. So not only Jim's suit has some red stripes on it, but as you can see, his leva also has a red stripe. And now you can see one other mod too here, Jack, which I hadn't really seen myself before. I guess on 12, Pete Nell had commented about having trouble with sunlight in the eyes. So on our levas, they have put on a new center section, which you can pull down and use sort of like a baseball cap.
Okay, Jack, who's fixing up my leva?
How's the detail on this one, Jack?
Say again, Fred?
Can you see any detail in this picture now, or am I blocking out too much of the sunlight?
That's affirmative. We got a good picture of the leva there, and it's coming through loud and clear.
Okay.
Okay, Jack, well, Fred's putting away my helmet. You're looking over into Fred's station now. How's this picture? Is it okay before, do I have to adjust it?
We have a hunch that the setting might be in peak, but we recommend average on the AOC if you haven't got it there already.
We're in average, Jack.
Okay, and we're getting a good picture of the LMP side with the Beta over there.
Hey, Jack, one question on the command module here. I have the DAP right now, a wide deadband. Do you want me to begin setting up narrow deadband and nulling the rates to start PTC again?
Stand by, Jack.
What I'm fishing out now, Jack, is another new piece of hardware that we're taking along this time as a result of some comments made on Apollo 12 flight.
What Fred is opening up is a drink bag that we place inside of our neck ring that will allow us to drink while we're on the lunar surface. Pete and Al did not have that in Apollo 12, and the But we hope to alleviate that situation by having our own little bag of water, which with very little effort we can have a sip or two while we're looking around and doing our geology work.
So, if you hear any funny noises, it's just probably the drink bag.
Fred, the bag's empty. Fred's now looking through our optical device. It's an instrument in which to align our platform. And Fred is now looking into it just to see what kind of an outside picture he might be able to get. We might be able to use a TV camera to look through our optical instrument to the outside of the command module. A few minutes ago, while we first came in, we did manage to look to the outside of the side hatch of the command module through our optical instrument. Stand by. We'll try and see what we can do here.
Roger, Jim. Break, Jack. We'd like you to stay in the dead band you're now in, and we'll make a change when the TV is over. Another thing we'd like you to do is check your pitch and yaw on your high gain meter so we can compare it with what we're seeing down here.
Okay, it's showing about, say, 28 degrees and 267.
20 and 267.
Showing about, say, 28 degrees and 267.
20 and 267.
28 and 267.
Okay, Jack, have you got that picture now?
Fred, about 1/4 of our screen is lighted, and it's impossible to determine what you're looking at right now. Maybe you could give us a little verbal description.
Okay, it's looking through the AOT in position 4, right rear, and we're looking back toward the over the side hatch at the aft side of the service module. Okay, is it too dark a picture, Jack? You think the f-stop open may help?
No, Fred, it's got to be centered up a little bit. That's primarily what you have to do.
Jack, we can't center it up anymore because the side hatch is only in one part of the AOT. The rest of that blackness you're seeing is really space.
Okay, we'll try another one that's a little better centered. In fact, the only other one we have that shows the whole picture. We're in the forward D10 of the AOT now, position 2. And you should be seeing something familiar like a radar antenna.
Okay, we see you moving the camera up to the AOT lens, and we got a real good picture now.
Jack, we can't center it up anymore because the side hatch is only in one part of the AOT. The rest of that blackness you're seeing is really space.
Okay, Okay, Jack, I'm looking out the right window now, and not too far off in the distance now, you can see the objective. And I'll zoom in on it here a little and see if it brings it in better. It's actually beginning to look a little bigger now. You can see quite distinctly some of the features with the naked eye. And so far, I guess I have to even agree with Jim that it's still looking pretty gray with white spots.
Okay, Fred, we're getting a good picture of your destination there.
And Jack, you can looking at the at Fred's workshop now, and you can see the board guide computer. And over there, actually in his armrest, is our activation checklist, which we'll be using very shortly. Up at the top of the window, we have our camera already mounted, ready for photograph of the descent. And now Fred's engaged in his favorite pastime, I found out on this flight so far.
He's not in the food locker, is he?
That's his second favorite pastime. He's rigging his hammock for sleep on the lunar surface now to try it out to see what it's going to be like.
Roger, sleeping and then eating.
It's kind of difficult here, Jack, getting into a hammock in zero G. I'm not sure if I keep floating away from it or it keeps moving away from me.
If you notice a few things floating around, we've found just about one or two washers occasionally.
And for the benefit of those that may wonder where Jim sleeps, it'd be a little difficult to rig his hammock in here right now with the hatch open, but his runs laterally in this direction, 4 amps. So he hits the upper berth, and I get the lower berth.
And now while Fred's taking his hammock down and restowing it, I might give you some idea of the sort of confusion of attitude since there is no up or down. And I'm situated on top of the ascent engine just at the entrance to the tunnel. I'll reverse the camera 180 degrees and go from Fred, look through the tunnel again back at Odyssey, and we might pick up part of Jack.
There he is. We see him.
Okay, Houston, for the benefit of the television viewers, we've just about completed our little inspection of Aquarius, and now we're proceeding through the hatch again and through the tunnel and going back up the Odyssey.
Okay, Jim, it's been a great show so far.
And finally, Jack's let me back into the Odyssey as we slide on through the tunnel here. Houston 13, are you still on TV?
Yeah, we sure are. We got a good picture of the skipper there.
Okay, well, we can show you now a little added benefit. We've got the drogue on Fred's couch in the command module right now, where we stowed it temporarily while we're checking out the Aquarius. And underneath his couch, we've got the probe stowed, quite a big cumbersome device. And maybe we'll get a shot of it for you. You're looking now at our probe that we place on the nose of Odyssey. It's a very heavy thing, but of course in zero gravity it weighs nothing, and it's much easier to move around. As a matter of fact, both Fred and Jack commented, as many people in the past have, of how much bigger the spacecraft appears in actual flight when you have such ease of movement compared to our simulators, which make training rather difficult.
Okay, we're seeing a good picture of the probe there, Jim, and looks like the character's shaved before the show this time.
Well, Fred said he had to keep up his TV image.
Yeah, that may be my first and last time, though, Jack.
It took Fred 1 hour to shave. might give you a quick shot of our entertainment on board the spacecraft, which has been keeping us company for some time. This little tape recorder has been a big benefit. Has been a big benefit to us in passing some of the time away in our transit out to the moon. And it's rather odd to see it floating like this in Odyssey while it's playing the theme from 2001. And of course, the tapes would be complete without Aquarius.
Okay, Jim, we're seeing the tape recorder now, and just by the way, how long do you expect to keep the TV on this evening?
Well, whenever you stand by one. Yeah, I got him with the Kevin repress valve in there, Jack. Every time he does that, our hearts jump in our mouth. And Jack, anytime you want to terminate TV, we're all set to go.
Okay, Jim, it's been a real good TV show. We think we ought to conclude it from here now. What do you think?
Roger, sounds good, and this is the crew of Apollo 13. Wishing everybody there a nice evening.